So I looked at all this data and I was so very interested in desert sands versus LA versus California as a whole with dropout rates and the size of their high schools. I read the big picture and I was just taken aback by what the nationwide dropout rate is. And from that book, I really learned that a sense of community is so important for kids and to feel like they belong and to feel like they have a place in school and to feel like their desires and their needs and their wants and their dreams are satisfied and seen. I think that's kind of hard in a huge high school in a huge city. I think kids get lost. So that's why I looked at this data set. Desert Sands Unified versus LA versus California as a whole, dropout rates and size. The information's derived from 2016-17 because that's what was available. All right, Desert Sands Unified is sitting at about 1.4% with Riverside County total at 1.5% and a statewide total at 2.4%. These are dropout rates. Looks like the size of the district matters. So we're looking at 2016-17. So there was 28,958 students enrolled in Desert Sands Unified. Los Angeles Unified versus California as a whole. Okay, so the district total is 2.8% for a dropout rate. The county total, LA County, is 3.2%, far above our statewide total of 2.4%. All right, here's some size totals of these districts. Los Angeles Unified, 633,621 students. Los Angeles County, 1.5 million. Statewide, we have 6.2 million. The size of the school in LA Unified versus Desert Sands Unified, I was shocked by this. Palisades Charter High School is 2,982 kids. Panorama High School is 12,062, excuse me. Southgate Senior High is 2,862. Those are in LA. In Desert Sands, Palm Desert High is 1986. Indio High is 2024 and La Quinta High is 2,666. These schools are too big. From an educator's point of view, nearly everything is easier in a small school. It's easier to lead a small staff, it's easier to coordinate activities, and most importantly, easier to know the students personally. There's one thing that I've learned from this class and from the big picture, the book that literally changed my life and changed the way that I'll teach. It's that it's so important to know these students. And then, of course, there's a downside. Some people say smaller schools don't always have as much art or as much music. They don't have the powerhouse sports programs. But the upside is you have a community. You can include everyone. You can find everyone's strengths. Maybe they don't need to have a powerhouse football team, but they can have a small production of Romeo and Juliet where kids that wouldn't have been able to be in football are able to shine. If students are not seen and heard, they will not be motivated to stay. It's the most important thing we can do. And of course, that was from the big picture by Dennis Littke and Samantha Grable, a book that everyone should read. So that's why I chose that data set, and it was very interesting to me. I hope it was interesting to you.